Hi, thank you so much. Very nice to see you all. Like GK said, I had one day in between, which is today. We are here for You Imagine, and then I thought that, can we do something together? And literally overnight, தான் நீங்க போட்டிருக்கீங்க. So thank you so much, GK. And it's always a pleasure to meet GK. FipChain is one of our portfolio companies for River Ventures, and we are so proud to have such amazing founders, incredible, from whom I actually learn a lot and I get inspired a lot. So pardon my presentation. I won't run through the entire slide, but I know most of you are from film fraternity or movie enthusiasts. Nama ellarume da, except for the fact that I am also an ardent movie lover. I have nothing to do with it. When I met GK and Vijay for the first time in Singapore, Nejamave, they said they are from the film fraternity and then they want to meet me. I really thought, what do I have to do with movie? யாரையாவது பார்த்தா நடிக்க சான்ஸ் கொடுக்குறீங்களா கேட்பேன். அது தவிர there's nothing else, right? But then I thought, okay, fine, they are here and let me go and meet. But when I came to know that they are into IP and copyright, because I believe that intellectual property is an asset class. நிறைய பேர் வந்து asset classனா ரியல் எஸ்டேட்ல இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்றது. There are too many ways in which we could make good money. But for me, it is about IP. When we hold on to IP and we know how to business model is tied to IP, and you have a strategy to build on your business using IP as the core of it, you can make a lot more money. But apart from money itself, I have a PhD, so it is somebody's brainchild, whether it is a movie, whether it's a content, or whether it's an innovation. I think it has to be respected, because human beings are the only animals who can think so much unbelievable amount of creativity and intellectual capability that we have. We need to protect it and if possible monetize it, right? So that's the thing. So Industry 5.0, of which I'm a very, very strong proponent. When I started River and when I went and told the Singapore government that I'm going to do this and will you fund me, they are funding us. They asked me, what is Industry 5.0? Is it like a jargon? எல்லாருமே இப்போதான் வந்து AI, machine learning, robotics, automation, which is all Industry 4.0. When people are still trying to figure out what is Industry 4.0 and how to adapt it in a day-to-day life, whether it's film industry or whether it's manufacturing, people are trying to understand. Then why are you going overboard and talking about Industry 5.0? That's when I told them, like, actually people are working it. We don't know that Industry 5.0 is just a jargon, but the moment you think about being ethical, like Endiran படத்துல வர மாதிரி, it is not about a robot taking over a human being, or it is not about AI taking over human. The first person to lose a job in a corporate would be marketingல இருக்கிறவங்க, because AI can do that. That is Industry 4.0. If somebody loses job because of technology, that is Industry 4.0. But what is 5.0 is, how can we upskill this human being? How can we make them do better things? And how can AI, yes, it is artificial intelligence, but how can it be an augmented intelligence where it can, add more value to what we are already doing? That is Industry 5.0. So yeah, that's the thing. I will just give some basics. I won't be going through the entire slides anyways. Okay, just give you an example. Everybody can connect with shoes. Adidas. So Adidas enna pannanga, they try to completely automate all their factories across the globe, and it was a huge failure, because for a brand like Adidas, creativity, only human beings can think and come up with creative solutions, right? So you can't automate something like an Adidas where human beings are still the it is very imperative. We are the crux of it, because we need to come up with new designs. So it was a failure model. They shelved the whole thing, and then they brought in human beings wherever needed, like for example creative design and all that. So then it is called Industry 5.0, when you're still automating something but human beings are not taking over anybody's job. Yeah. And Industry 5.0 is this: when you have any kind of emerging technology, AI, machine learning, robotics, automation, digital transformation, but you have human centricity, which means human beings are not losing job, which means clients at the center of it, or your employees at the center of it. So that's being human centric. If you are being resilient, I'll give you an example for all of this, and sustainable. So one of our portfolio companies is a toilet cleaning robot. So toilet cleaning robot, Industry 4.0. But where it becomes Industry 5.0 is, டாய்லெட் க்ளீன் பண்ணுறது மாதிரி ஒரு மீனியலான ஜாபை ஹியூமன் பீயிங் பண்ணுறதை விட ரோபோட் பண்ணுது. So is the sweeper or the toilet clean pandra person losing their job? No, we are upskilling them to do better things in life, but not clean toilets. So that is human centric and resilient. Tomorrow, let's say another pandemic happens or something happens, toilet cleaning as a process wouldn't stop because it's not done by human beings, it's done by a robot. That's being resilient, the technology. And sustainability, human being clean பண்றாங்கன்னா எவ்வளவு தண்ணி போடுறாங்க தெரியாது, we just put mindful இருக்க மாட்டாங்க. But when robot does that, we can set in parameters, we know exactly how much water or how much soap is being used. So now a robotic technology, which is industry 4.0, becomes industry 5.0 because it should have at least one, if not everything, one. So when we talk, I'll give you a few instances from film industry later. Yeah. And I'm just skipping all this, but just to give you a context, the 1.0, GK was talking about film industry 5.0 the evolution, but industry 5.0 itself, it started with mechanization, adukapra electricity vandadukapra electrification, automation இன்னைக்கு ஓடுது இல்ல 1980s 1970s ல வந்துச்சு. adukapra globalization is an example, is where we all the bigger corporates outsource their manufacturing to China or India, so that is globalization actually. And digitalization, which is industry 4.0. 5.0 is more on the personalization, personalized medicine, personalized manufacturing, ஒரே ஒரு ஷூனாலும் கஸ்டமைஸ்டா இருக்கிறது. ஸோ அதெல்லாமே industry 5.0. So for River Ventures, we have close to 50 portfolio companies, of which FipChain is also one of them. You can see the video, right? So yeah, so this is it's not a clean room, it's a manufacturing unit. Yeah. So we gave a use case. So this is how River Ventures, we are very proud to say that we don't build a technology and like, I have a solution, என்ன problem solve பண்றாங்க அப்படி கிடையாது. We always have an industry problem, real world problem. So if anybody wants to, startup enthusiasts or who are founders, you know how important it is to get a corporate buy your product or service or whatever, right? So for one of the startups, they were doing video analytics use பண்ணி, they were looking at construction safety in Singapore. நிறைய construction நடக்குது, all our laborer friends, they all come from India, Bangladesh எல்லாம், but their life safety is an issue there. Yeah, so these guys came up with a video analytics to see labor's order safety manage பண்றதுக்கு. So I told them, so you're doing video analytics for something, why don't you come and see if these guys who are handling harsh acid and all that, whether they are wearing PPE or not. So this guy, for example, top to toe full cover பண்ணிருக்காங்க, but I think you might have seen a guy who's not wearing anything walking by, but they're all dealing with harsh acids and all. So this is industry 5.0 because yes, you're using AI video analytics to monitor worker safety, which is also good for them because if there's anything wrong, we are actually intending to protect them. Their supervisors will be alerted and then they'll be penalized or whatever, but for their own safety. And this is also like in the toilet cleaning robots sonella, they were just year 2 students when I first met them in university. So I told them, you guys are cleaning something, can you come and clean some semiconductor parts? First sonanga enakku exam irukku na varala appadina. This was long ago, but then they came and then they automated cleaning this thing. Actually they got a purchase order. Now they are a 3 million ARR company, but this purchase order helped them to go and subsequently raise investment. So being in this field, I always why I like people like GK is they don't only depend on external funding to come and push their startup forward. It is always good to have revenue even as a startup. So when I see that spirit in the founders, we definitely would like to help them. So that's how we work. But anyways, they are not cleaning, they got a purchase order from this company and that's it. They're not into this space anymore. They are still cleaning toilets, but yeah, that helped them get more. Okay, I think enough examples. I'm just going to skip everything. I'm happy to share. Now coming back to the movie industry, you guys know more than me, but yes, so for example, we'll take Jawan. De-aging, பார்க்க யங்கா இருக்கிறாங்க, technology, emerging technology using AI and all that, but still the core of it is Shah Rukh Khan's emotions. That human emotion cannot be replaced. So that makes that particular movie Jawan an industry 5.0 where they used emerging technology for de-aging, but still they are still using the actor's emotion in the heart of it. And for Brahmastra, it's a traditional, cultural, spirituality, that kind of a storytelling, but you're using technology to talk about futurism, to talk about all the visual effect and all that. So that again is industry 5.0. In RRR, the stunt scenes, it's actually very risky stunt scenes. Did the actors themselves do it? No. They used physics simulations and digital stunts to actually perform. So you are actually not just the actor, even stuntல இருக்கிறவங்க கூட முன்னாடிலாம் டூப் போட்டு பண்றாங்க. இப்போ nobody is injured using technology, but the heart of it again is the bond between the two lead actors, right? Endiran patti na solte. Endiran, for instance, it's the first Indian movie to actually talk about having AI and ethics when you're talking about robot or emerging technology. Ponniyin Selvanla Maniratnam has consciously not used a lot of overboarding in terms of VFX or in terms of technology. He still tried to use the actors and the core story. It's an epic, right? But they still used technology. So these are you can Google and you can find numerous things. But the point is, film industry has always used technology. Ramba jarring on a VFX, ramba jarring on a CGI ella illama. How can you use it in a way that it is கன்சியூமருக்கு பார்க்குறப்போ ரொம்ப ஓவராக இருக்குது, சிஜிஐ பார்க்குறதுக்கே நல்லா இல்லை, அந்த மாதிரி இல்லாமல் சும்மா டெக்னாலஜியை யூஸ் பண்ணணும், பணம் இருக்குங்கிறதுக்காக யூஸ் பண்ணாமல், how can you bring in the actors, still retain the emotional, still retain the creativity and still use the technology. So that's the thing about Industry 5.0. Very few examples, right? And then coming back to FIPChain, blockchain. To use blockchain to protect IP, I think that's a phenomenal idea. And what FIPChain is trying to do, not just being a e-marketplace where people can buy and sell content, and madri mattu illama, to protect each and every content creator's right, and to use blockchain as a technology to to protect those rights. I think that's very impressive. So what FIPChain is doing is very much Industry 5.0, because you're trying to protect human creativity content, right? So yeah, I think I'll just leave it there. And thank you so much. You can ask me any questions, or okay, my contact is, you can just go find me on LinkedIn where I'm very active, Viveka Kalidasan, and then we can take it from there. Yeah, okay, thank you so much.